so good. This place is always packed. Look at that.
Can't get any better than this.
It's definitely worth coming out here and seeing everything. If you find yourself in California, perhaps in Los Angeles or even San Diego for business, and you've added on an extra day to explore, what can you do with those 24 hours? Well, I'm gonna show you. Huntington Beach has been part of my life since I was 16. I first came down to surf the cliffs in the early 80s and stayed for everything else. More than 4 decades later, I've watched this town grow into the premier destination where business, outdoor lifestyle, and coastal culture all come together. First things first, when you come to Surf City, USA, you gotta start right here at Main Street and PCH. Let's go take a walk. Surf culture is embedded in the DNA of Surf City, USA. It all started when Duke Kahanamoku and George Freeth introduced surfing here in Huntington Beach. That was the beginning of surf culture. And you've got the best waves year-round. It's no wonder why this region puts out so many athletes around the world. If it's breakfast with the locals that you want, you got to start at Sugar Shack. It's a family-run business of surfers, but this family is part of the community and the fabric of Surf City, USA. How's your morning going?
It's been busy.
Yeah. This place is always packed. Doesn't matter what time of the week that you go to. You got to get here early if you want a place to sit, but this is my go-to place. The breakfast is amazing. What makes downtown Huntington Beach unique is its walkability. There are so many things to do here. You have to see the Surfing Walk of Fame. Mate, how are you? Good afternoon.
Step on me in the street.
Oh my gosh, look at this. What a place to meet. You helped start this Walk of Fame.
We're 3 decades in now, and of course, every US Open, we do a new induction class. Be coming up shortly.
Sun is out, surf is firing, and people are out. You've got locals and you've got visitors all over the place, and they're having a good time. Classic cars are cruising right now. Everybody's in their motorcycles as well and on their bikes headed to the beach. There is no better way, no better weather than what we're experiencing right now here in Surf City, USA. When you walk Main Street here in Huntington Beach, you never know who you're gonna run into. And today we've got skateboard legend Christian Hosoi. How you doing, brother?
How are you?
So good to see you.
Great to see you, Mike. Sun's out, can't get any better than this.
Can't get any better. After a morning of exploring, I've worked up an appetite. So we're heading for brunch by the beach. Sandy's Beach Shack is exactly what you want for a California brunch spot, right here on the waterfront. You can hear the waves while you start your day the right way. Oh, look at that.
Oh man, I have envy.
So John, it's Surf City, USA, Huntington Beach, California. It's known for surfing, but what else is Huntington Beach known for?
Yeah, you know, we have a saying here that we want people to live between the waves. So it's not just about the surfing. I think Surf City USA moniker is fantastic because of the world-class surf that we have. We want to make sure people know that there's a lot more to do here. And you know, I think some of the things that make this place unique are the access that we have to so many different activities, whether it's beach volleyball behind us here or renting bikes at one of the vendors and taking a cruise down the boardwalk. You know, it's hard when you wake up in the morning and you're like, well, do we go swimming? Do we go biking? Do we go to a concert? Do we just go to brunch?
Oh, the answer is always all of the above.
All of the above. Squeeze it all in. It is really what the world expects when they hear California.
You know, it's got 10 miles of uninterrupted coastline, the longest stretch in Southern California. I look at it like there's this sweet spot. It's the Goldilocks zone, where all these things can happen, from the mountains to Disney to the beach, restaurants and everything.
Well, and it's so easy to get to. You know, I think the fact that we have such great air service into John Wayne Airport, LAX, Long Beach, it's all really right within 20 miles of the destination. So the access from around the world is incredible. But I think the biggest thing is that people need to have that extra day, because it is a place where you probably kick yourself if you don't, and just go explore. Explore is really the big thing.
Just a couple miles north of the Huntington Beach Pier, you come across this community that's known as Huntington Harbour. 5 miles of canals and beautiful kayaking and stand-up paddleboarding. We're gonna go cruise the harbor right now. Well, obviously a lot of people know about Surf City USA from downtown and the beaches and everything, but this is a completely different experience altogether. How would you describe this?
Yeah, you know, you bring up a really good point because it's known as Surf City USA, right? But this is a very unique harbor that most people don't even know about. And even the people who've lived here forever, they don't even know this little lagoon exists, Coral Cay. There's over 5 miles of canals in here. I truly believe it's the hidden experience in Huntington Beach that people don't know about. And they can have that experience by coming on, you know, a private charter. There are so many things to see just outside the harbor, whales. And then we always like to take people out to see all the sea lions. And most times we'll see some dolphins or something else too. This harbor has a lot of sea turtles.
Really?
But yeah, a lot of sea turtles, but they're pretty shy. So they kind of come up and go back down quickly.
You know, in 45 years of being in this community, I've not seen a sea turtle in this harbor.
Oh, wow.
And now it's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I gotta see it. I've seen an octopus in here, but a sea turtle would make my day. Well, you just heard me say that I wanted to see a sea turtle. It was on my bucket list, and sure enough, right as we got out here on the front of the boat, I saw a sea turtle. It's so wonderful to be out here in Huntington Harbor. It's just a completely different experience from Huntington Beach down at Main Street. You're gonna see folks in kayaks, and they're gonna be fishing. There's families on stand-up paddle boards as well. It's definitely worth coming out here and seeing everything. As Huntington Beach evolves, so does the food scene, and this next place is amazing, and I can't wait to show you. Let's go check it out. You don't always associate Huntington Beach with fine dining, but that's starting to change. The Brant Kitchen and Bar brings a more polished, contemporary edge to the city. It's stylish without being formal, elevated but still relaxed, and a sign that Surf City USA is growing into something more. You know, one of the things that I've noticed happening here in Huntington Beach is the evolution of food and just the growth of places like the Brant.
I think people is like growing a lot on the culinary aspect of Huntington Beach. I've been seeing that people in Huntington Beach they just want to go out there and try new different things.
So how would you describe the Brant?
Elevated, curated coastal cuisine. You feel like you're in a fine dining experience, and obviously the views, you can't beat it.
Well, I was gonna say, you know, it's like the view makes the food that much better, but the food is so good. Like if you come here, what is it that people say they have to eat?
Tuna tartar tacos are one of the best sellers, bluefin tuna. The steamed clams are great, and my favorite one is a bone-in ribeye, 16 ounces, served with chimichurri from Argentina, some crispy broccolini and mashed potato. Can't beat that.
Well, Chef Ariel has not disappointed one bit. Look at what we have here. Now, the only thing that is making this that much better, aside from the food, is this incredible sunset that we have going on right here in front of us. This is the ultimate way to enjoy a beachside dinner, right here in front of the ocean. Oh, so good, so good. Well, it's the end of a beautiful day here in Huntington Beach, California, and it's time to watch the sun go down at my favorite rooftop bar. Let's go. Jolie and the Bell is all about the sunset views, great drinks, and a laid-back energy that carries you straight into the evening. Huntington Beach might start with the surf, but dig a little deeper and you'll find so much more. From food to culture to moments like this. It's a place that keeps going long after the waves have settled. I hope you've enjoyed spending an extra day with me, and I hope to see you in Surf City, USA one day soon.